I'm Richard Lewis, reporting for Career.org, and I am absolutely delighted to be interviewing the next person on my right. It is, of course, Stardust, a long-standing... I've been dying to interview him for so long. I didn't get a chance at DreamHack when he won it, and I've got lots of questions for you. So, my first question is that I think your story is not typical of a Korean player at all, and it's a very simple question. How does a Korean StarCraft competitor end up in Switzerland?
So your question is why move to Switzerland?
Yeah, why? Yeah. How?
Actually, I have a dream before, when I young, move USA or Europe for just experience. But actually, it's very hard to Korea because even I'm not student, so I can't go to school for studying. And then, actually, it's impossible when I play Broadway. But StarCraft to have like international market, so I can move to play and experience life, the culture. So I decided to move. First time, I go USA, and then this time I come to Europe. Yeah.
Switzerland isn't really Europe. It's very unique. It's very different to everywhere else in Europe. It's almost like a continent to itself, even though it's so small. It seems a strange destination. I mean, did you know much about Switzerland before you chose it? Have you ever been to Switzerland before, or did you research it well? It just seems a very strange choice.
Yeah, I know Swiss is very small, and then just in middle of Europe, that's sure people coming. But first time I just think Europe is just using all over the country. It's using just English.
No.
And then Swiss is always winter, so always snow. But I'm wrong. It's definitely different. It's very similar in Korea, the temporary.
Yeah.
So, and then Swiss is very unique about the life. I went some country in Europe, like German, France, and Finland. But Swiss have very unique style, like not big. What's its name? Road, not being road, and they just always. All place is green. Yeah, it's very different.
That's a beautiful country. Yeah. So, was it hard to get back to playing StarCraft? Like, once you get to Switzerland, was it difficult finding a team, finding practice partners, like becoming a competitor again? Was it difficult?
What?
Well, when you get to Switzerland,
yes.
Was it hard to sort of start practicing and
about game?
Yeah, just in the game.
Actually, I don't like the custom game, like looking for one player and then play like this. I don't like that, so it's no problem. Europe ladder is pretty quietly quality, so it's no problem. But most problem is when I prepare tournament, I have not big the player pool. So my mean is in ladder, just few players meet me, play with me, because I'm very high MMR, and also some player have very high MMR. So it's my problem because I can play with the Korean player, but my opponent in my practice opponent is a foreigner, so I can't hide my main strategy, so it's my problem.
After you'd settled and you were in Switzerland for a while, you went to DreamHack, what we like to say is under the radar. People didn't know a lot about you, and you wrecked everybody. You won the tournament. Everyone was like, couldn't believe it. It was like a huge story, a huge upset. My first question is, when you went to DreamHack, did you believe that you could win it? Did you think you could win?
I don't think so actually, because I have very strong PVG, and PVP is just middle, and my problem was PVT. My PVT is very, very bad at the moment, so I'm just worried about Terran, but maybe God like me, God love me, so I don't met Terran in tournament. So, and then when I played living in Europe, America, America have some nice jug player, so I can much practice with them, like Scarlett, Kane, Tepper. Tepper plays the America server, so my PVG is actually very good, but I didn't didn't play much at tournament, so people don't know my style. So, was good.
But it wasn't just lucky. It was very every game you went into, you showed something different.
Yes.
And like you say, I think people underestimated you. I don't think people realised how good you were, like how much you could do. And since then, you've played very well since. You've continued to place top 3 and to be impressive. What changed? Like, what did you start doing to become so good once you got to DreamHack and onwards? Did you change your play style? Did you change the way you practiced?
I didn't change anything, and then I'm just think for myself. It's tournament, but I'm not prepared much, so it's my first tournament. So I don't expect much. I'm just enjoy this tournament, and then looking for some plays like League of Legends booth, and I'm watching the game. Was nice. So, and then I just think myself, just play one game by one game, and then just through some time, and then I get the round 8. So it's pretty rare. So it's nice, and then play like more, and then the most important thing is life lost to show.
Yeah.
So, maybe kind of like me, it's big chance for me. And then also Teja lost to Jedong.
Yeah.
So it's, how get this situation is impossible. So I'm just think this day is mine. Yeah.
So you seem to be a very confident person. There's almost what we would say a mischievous kind of don't worry about that word, but you're kind of cheeky, almost humorous, funny in the way you approach the game, even though you treat it seriously. Is it hard to balance being a serious person who wants to win, but also having fun and being able to have fun as you win?
I think if I get the thing, the more serious it is. Game is very serious. I can't lose this game. Is being more nervous, so I can't play very well.
Yeah.
So I just think this is a very serious game, but this is just game. Game is funny thing. So I'm just think myself very natural thing. Yeah.
Natural,
So.
Yeah. I want to ask you something about just the game in general, about Protoss at the moment and game balance. Do you think that where we're at with Protoss at the moment is balanced? It's where we should be, or do you think it's imbalanced or perhaps weak?
Protoss is pretty balanced, but actually no funny because most game is same style. Like we can't make like carrier or different unit. When I played Broodwar, we have the final weapon like carrier and arbiter something, but StarCraft 2 is only have when I play with Terran, just Colossus, Templar, Zealot, Archon, It's all like sometimes Tempest, but it's not big different. So I think need more high tech unit for more effective. Like we have carrier, but if you watching StarCraft 100 games, never make a carrier only for show. Yeah. Yeah. So I want to get many situation. Like PvG also not big different. Yeah. Only Colossus, Stalker, and sometimes just Void Ray. That's all. I don't like that.
No.
But balance is pretty nice.
Do you think the game overall is balanced, all the races? Do you think that the current strategies and meta game is good for both players and spectators?
What?
I had the complicated one. I mean, do you think that the whole game, all race, Zerg, Protoss, Terran, is balanced? And do you think it makes for a good game to play and to watch?
I don't think so, because if this game is unbalanced, but if through time a little bit, and then the bad race, like more weakest race, make more high quality storage or more multitasking, and then they get more skill, so they get I don't know what, just grow up much, and then improve, and then get better. So because when I play Broodor, Protoss is pretty bad, really bad. But like maybe all people know Bisu win always, but that means not Protoss is good, just he is good. So StarCraft 2 have the balance patch. I'm think sometimes this is not good for game, like poor skill. Yeah.
I'll ask you now about Home Story Cup, because you've been here before but not to play. This is your first time playing. It's really a lot of good players here, and usually it's not quite this good. This is the best it's ever been. How have you enjoyed it so far? Has it been a fun tournament for you? Have you enjoyed it? Or has it been quite difficult to adapt and adjust?
This tournament is pretty fun, like more light. Yeah. Other tournaments is more serious, but this is just like for fun. But I'm just player before the fan of the historical, so I can't enjoy before finished my game.
Yeah.
So and I lost already, so I can enjoy now. Yeah.
Is it hard to play at something like this because everyone thinks Koreans are super serious all the time, like always. But this is about fun and games and drinking beer. Was it strange, or did you find this very, enjoyable immediately?
Yeah, it's kind of party, and then actually just tournament is game and then party or something. But this is party and then game and something. So it's a little bit different compared to other tournament. Yes, and actually Korean is not really serious. Just they can't speak English.
It's the language, yeah.
Yeah, it's language problem. Yeah. So that's problem.
Very difficult. So it's pretty much all Koreans left. I think, is it Happy and Scarlet, and then like 6 Koreans. So I want to ask you, who will win and why? And I know it will be a Korean.
I think Taeja or Jakji, because Jakji is my team, and then I know he prepared too much, very much. So I believe in him, and then Taeja is, all people know Taeja is best player at the moment. So and then they are Terra.
I have a difficult question for you now. It's a hard one. Region locking in WCS.
The Residence Luck?
Yeah. I think everyone knows that it might happen. So, what region will you play in next year? Will you be Europe still? Or will you go back to Korea? Or maybe think about America? Have you got any plans?
This is a very difficult question.
I know, sorry.
But I'm just like living in Europe. So even I can't play WCC Europe, still I'm living in Switzerland. If I get visa, it's very difficult. My most problem is visa issue now. But Residence Lag is very good idea for the game because Korean is overpowered. So I actually think this is something wrong. Yeah. So I want to be Residence Lag.
Okay. We shall see. Final question. Well, final part of the interview is just to do some shout outs. So if you want to say thanks to your sponsors or any friends, anyone you think who might watch the interview.
I'm just want to say, please be like StarCraft 2 until forever. Yeah, that's all. If I win, I can say, thank you sponsor, but I lost already, so it's not big deal. Just drink beer.
Well, look, thanks a lot for doing the interview. It was great to finally get to interview you, and it's really funny. I know everyone's going to love it. To everyone out there, that was the mighty Stardust, a great guy. Do stay tuned to the website. We're going to have more interviews like this one from here at the Home Story Cup 8 in Krefeld, Germany.